Good morning, Vanchians. Another beautiful day begins as we continue our pursuit of achieving Type 1 civilization status. 1. Defining the best life. I have often said that Type 1 represents the best kind of life. But what do I mean by best? It is not about being better than other cities or nations. It is not relative. Type 1 is defined by absolute standards. Standards that must be met, regardless of what the rest of the world is doing. 2. A journey into the future. Today, let us take a step forward into a future where Vanchi has already achieved Type 1 status. Reaching this milestone does not mean the end of effort. It simply means we have mastered life on our planet. Our next objective becomes mastering life across our solar system. The journey continues. Only the scale of ambition changes. 3. The first realization, the human body perfected. I begin my day in this future as I always do, waking up. But something feels different. I am older, much older. Yet I do not feel old. There is no pain, no illness, no fatigue, no lingering damage. A single night's rest restores everything. The body no longer feels like a limitation. It feels like a perfect system, capable of far more than before. 4. The unexpected future of technology. As a child, I imagined the future filled with machines. Cyborg bodies, embedded circuits, visible technology everywhere. But the reality is the opposite. Technology has not disappeared. It has become invisible. We eventually realized the human body itself is the most advanced technology. Enhancing it with external hardware would be a downgrade. So in this future, we remain purely biological. 5. The adaptive environment, Nano-Motor fabric. At first glance, my room appears unchanged. The same bed, the same table, the same surroundings. But in truth, everything, except doors and windows, is made of Nano-Motor fabric, a material that reshapes itself based on need, transforms walls into displays, converts floors into furniture, adapts space instantly. What appears to be a bedroom is, in fact, the mayor's office. 6. Knowledge without devices, telepathic access. I seek Vanchi stats, but no screens appear. Instead, I am told, think. Instantly, information floods my mind, not as text, but as lived experience. As memories that feel personal, yet are not mine. Learning has evolved into telepathic knowledge transfer. Information exists everywhere, and we simply allow it in. 7. Expansion beyond the planet. The first insight I receive is staggering. Vanchi is no longer confined to one world. Across our solar system, autonomous systems are terraforming celestial bodies. Every planet, moon, and space region is being adapted for life. Each system operates with application awareness of resources, meaning, it understands available materials. It adapts processes dynamically. It minimizes waste. Even more fascinating, I can experience these distant environments mentally, without physical risk. 8. Governance in the future. Returning to the present environment within the office. Teams continue to operate in shifts. Their role remains unchanged. They curate information, coordinate across departments, ensure policies function effectively. Despite all advancements, one principle remains. Decision-making must remain human. Technology informs. Humans decide. 9. The physical transformation of governance. As I step outside, the transformation becomes visible. The mayor's office is now located atop a 1 kilometer tall pyramid structure. This structure houses all government departments, is designed for function, not aesthetics. Citizens move across its surface, running along designated inclined tracks, using adhesive systems that counter gravity. 10. Movement and infrastructure. At first, I assume vehicles no longer exist. But the answer arrives instantly. They do. Surface level right pointing arrow pedestrian movement. Lower level right pointing arrow vehicle transport. Deeper level right pointing arrow cargo systems. The system is layered for maximum efficiency without interference. 11. Total energy utilization. Across the city, atmospheric layers regulate sunlight. Excess energy is captured and redistributed. Energy utilizers include solar panel surfaces, vegetation, illuminating indoors, underground space. Result: 99.99% of incoming solar energy is utilized. 12. Cultural evolution, living the values. Efficiency, productivity, and intelligence. These are no longer slogans. They are instincts. Every citizen operates at peak AP capability, yet remains unsatisfied, because the goal has already shifted to Type 2 civilization. 13. The evolution of work, 4 E's in action. The Vanchi philosophy remains unchanged. Identify problems, design solutions, execute efficiently, automate and move forward. The 4 E's framework still governs progress, only now at a planetary scale. 14. The Lotus of Knowledge. Contribution to knowledge is visible in a remarkable way. A holographic inverted lotus appears in the sky. This represents collective intelligence, continuous contribution, real-time knowledge expansion. 15. From smart devices to smart humans. We have transitioned from smartphones right-pointing arrow smart people. Humans now learn new abilities continuously, expand cognitive and physical potential, perform actions that once seemed like magic. 16. A post-scarcity society. In this future, resources are effectively unlimited. Competition is replaced by collaboration. Ownership no longer exists. People use what they need, release what they don't. 17. Mastery over the body. Citizens have achieved nutritional independence, reduced dependency on sleep, water, even oxygen. Complete control over sensory triggers. Consumption is no longer driven by desire, but by need. 18. The evolution of memory. With extended lifespans comes a new necessity. Selective forgetting. People retain only relevant information, release emotional burdens, live fully in the present. 19. Redefining happiness. Are people happy? Happiness, in its traditional sense, becomes irrelevant. Instead, people are focused, curious, purpose-driven, fully present. They do not seek joy at the expense of others. 20. The absence of drama. Drama arises from desire plus resistance. In Vanchi, execution has no resistance. Systems are frictionless. Thus, drama exists only in simulations. Exploration becomes the only source of uncertainty. 21. The final limitation. In this advanced state, one challenge remains. Time, entropy. Even a Type 1 civilization cannot fully escape it. That is a challenge for future civilizations. Perhaps Type 4 or Type 5. 22. Why this thought experiment matters. This vision is not fantasy. It is a projection based on current policies and trajectories. The purpose is simple: to evaluate whether we are moving in the right direction. 23. Closing reflection. The future appears promising, but it cannot be perfect. There are challenges yet to uncover, questions yet to answer, and I will continue to explore them. For now, good night, Vanchians.